So I have a rank 5 Bastion, and in this video, similar to the magic one I released earlier in the month, we are going to be taking him on the beta and showing him against a variety of different defenders, and then one really cool fight at the end on the live server as well. But we're going to start here against this Onslaught. And of course, this is his big target matchup. This is the one that on release, Bastion was meant to destroy, and what do you know, he still does. He's going to start failing the Neuroshocks that Onslaught's going to try to place on us when we try to hit him. Whenever he places his Crush debuff on us, we're just going to get a Regen from it, which is pretty great. I get intercepted somehow, but that's fine. And then we drop the special 2, and then we get these 2 big Furies, and follow that up with a heavy attack into a special 1, and you just wipe Onslaught out, especially with the disintegration vulnerabilities that you place for failing the Neuroshocks. Your damage is just completely absurd, and nothing's surviving that. So that was against Onslaught. That's when you get the disintegration vulnerabilities for failing the damage over time passives, which is really good. And then we can see that example used here against Captain Britain, except this time it's even easier because we're going to go drop special 1s exclusively and just use those disintegration vulnerabilities, which granted this might be the right rotation for Onslaught too. I didn't actually try it that way, but we're just going to go spam special 1s. We're just going to get the infection up, drop a heavy into the special 1, and let those disintegrations do their job. Don't even focus on getting the Fury, and that's half of Britain's health done in just one special 1. And what do you know, we're going to follow it up with the next special 1 with the disintegration vulnerabilities, and of course the disintegration passive active on her, and that's a very, very quick and easy Captain Britain fight. So he did that in 34 seconds. And now we're going to go fight Mr. Sinister. Bastion is considered a robot champion, so you can bait Sinister's special 1 as often as you want. He does crit, so we're going to have to deal with Sinister's regen, but at the end of the day, Bastion's main damage is just coming from the special 1s, doing a ridiculous amount of disintegration damage, which literally no one is immune to except for Imperiosa, and it's direct damage, so it can't be reduced in any way unless someone reduces instant burst damage for some reason. And so you just kind of wail on Sinister and just nuke him. So we'll go for the first special 1 here, and as you can see, the damage is completely ridiculous. He's down to 27% health. Eat a couple hits there, apparently, it's fine. And then I'll just go for my next special 1 right before the disintegration falls off, and we're getting 40k burst there. We're just completely ripping him to shreds, and there goes that fight. Down in 40 seconds. Another mutant defender in Jean Grey next, and then we're going to move outside the mutant class, which Bastion is so good against non-mutants too, so there's plenty of material to go look at. But against this Jean Grey, not one of his better matchups because he does crit. He's going to get the exhaustions on himself, which isn't going to reduce your damage by much, but it's going to trigger inequity, which is the problem, because the inequity mastery is going to reduce my attack rating by up to 36% based off of those debuffs, and that's what's going to make this fight last a long time. But at least as far as taking Jean goes, if you can handle the fact that she has a delirium, if you can handle the inverted controls aspect, Bastion's just going to completely rip this fight apart. He's not one of the best Jean Grey counters because you do still have to deal with the inverted controls, you do still have to crit, so you're still going to take the inequity damage reduction and stuff. As you can see, we're only doing 26k bursts on the special 1 rather than like the 40k that we were doing against Sinister. But still, you're going to make relatively decent quick work of her. After the second special 2, I believe she has a little bit of health left, but not much that it takes to clear. As you can see, it's just 3%. And then we'll go ahead and dash right into the special, not the special 1, just regular combo and kill her in just over a minute. So not too shabby, could be better. Again, he's not one of the best Jean Grey counters, but he makes the job go pretty well still. Now we're going to go fight Bullseye, and this one, we're going to see an example a lot of Bastion's regen just being ridiculous. We'll take him against a lot of bleed and poison defenders that you do see reasonably amount. Because Bullseye, he's going to place the instant bleed damage whenever we block or dex, basically, any of his card attacks. And I ate the special 1 there because I'm bad, but we're just going to not take any bleed damage, and we're just going to get regen from it. And then you can also combine that with Bastion's Pursuit, and then you just shut off most of the threat that Bullseye has. We go ahead and dex the special 1 there, take a little bit more bleed damage, but again, start to heal all that stuff back. and then boom, just watch Bastion's special 1 wipe him out. He's down to 7% health, and then we just drop the relic. It's gonna kill him because it benefits from the fury and stuff that we got from the special 2. And then that's 46-second Bullseye fight. Another bleeding defender, of course, this one a bit more newer, is Punisher. And we're using a villain against Punisher, which is almost never a good idea. And in Bastion's case, we're still going to kill this fight in just over 60 seconds, because even with his indestructibles that we have to somehow try to bypass, it's still going to go fine, because Bastion hits very, very hard. So we're just going to, of course, go for a special 2 first, and then all that bleed damage he's placing on us, we're just going to get the regen from it. You don't want to stack too many bleeds on yourself, because they will be both inequity and despair, so they're going to reduce the regen you're going to get. But, of course, you can definitely handle a good bit of them on you still. And then I'm just going to go for a heavy here, push him into the first indestructible phase, slowly let it start to expire. And we're going to lose a couple of disintegration bursts because of the indestructible, but we're pushing him right to the next one right there, so it's fine. His endurance comes up, so we can't hit him too easily when we parry, but it's fine. I'm just going to go for the special 1 here. And then boom, we're going to push him into his final indestructible. It's going to start to expire. I try to go for an intercept there, but I don't get it. But then we just go ahead and kill him right here with that last special 1. And again, that was around 60 seconds, which is a very, very good time against Punisher if you're not using a mutant hero. And you're not always going to be able to get a mutant hero. So there's that. Baron Zemo next. A couple other utility pieces we haven't even talked about with Bastion yet. One is he parries non-contact attacks, and that's of course perfect for Zemo. Another one, and this is always a favorite of mine, is when a champion has a kit that doesn't place any debuffs down or gain any buffs. And of course parry and dex are the outliers, but other than that, everything in Bastion's kit is passive, except for the special 3 disintegration, which you don't really ever want to go for until the long fight, which we're going to see later. But yeah, it's all passive. He's of course not going to be able to cleanse anything, and if you're going to fight a Mystic, which we're going to be fighting Mystics later, it doesn't even matter that you can't get any buffs. Well, I guess he does get the regen buff as well, that's a buff, but that only happens if you're getting blood or poisoned or anything. And so any nodes like Buffet, any nodes like Masochism, it doesn't matter. Bastion's kit is not hindered by that in the slightest. Again, parry and dex exist, but you don't need parry or dex as an essential to make his kit run. So we're going to go fight Solvark next, move on to some tech defenders. Bastion, he only does a little bit of energy damage. The special 1 hits are energy damage. The heavy attack second hit is energy damage. The first hit of his special 2 is energy damage. But Solvark regenning all that, who cares? It doesn't really matter. It's the fact that Bastion's damage is coming from disintegration, which again is direct, that matters, and that's why he's good for this fight. Furthermore, you can reduce Solvark's combat power rates by a decent bit with both collar tech and the disintegration, which is very helpful because this guy gets a lot of energize and stuff, and it's very important to reduce his combat power rate if you can. He drops a special 1 here, which is nice, and then we'll go ahead and drop my special 1, which is going to do a decent chunk of damage. He's a very tanky guy, obviously, with his armors and his crit penetration reduction and stuff, so I was a little worried about this not killing. And granted, it was very close, as you're going to see. I'm just going to drop this special 1 and hope that it kills him, because we're pushing him red with it, and we do kill him right at the end there. So, yeah, that was a pretty close call, but just bait a special before going for a full send, and you'll be fine. It'll just add like 2 more seconds to the time. And yeah, that's Solvark down in a minute. So next up, we're going to go fight Arnim Zola. And again, the parrying non-contact aspect of Bastion's kit is very, very good here. Also, another character who has a lot of armor rating and crit pen reduction, which, again, crit pen reduction just means your critical hits are not bypassing the armor like they're supposed to. And in Bastion's case, it doesn't matter, because we're just doing a bunch of damage in direct damage, which, again, no one is able to stop. So it's perfect against Bullseye. Again, these big armor up, or just armor gainers, it's just very good against them. Now, you're not going to be able to reduce Zola's combat power rates because he's immune to that, which kind of sucks, because then your collar tech and your disintegration are really working. But it's not that big a deal. We're just going to go ahead and bait this last special from Zola, and then I'll just go for my 2 special 1s as usual, and then Zola's going to die. So we'll go for my heavy attack here into my special 1, and then I think I'm just going to have to get one more heavy attack off, reduce his charges by a little bit before going for my second special 1. and you know, everything's going pretty fine. We're just going to bait that heavy right there, go right in to punish it, and then finish it off with my second special one with a little bit of overkill damage as well. And there goes Zola down in just over a minute, I believe. So yeah, minute and 7 seconds. We'll move on to the Mystic class now, where we're going to go fight Nico Minoru, and this one is pretty good. He doesn't take any poison damage, of course, so we're just going to push Nico to special 2s and then just bait them and dex them. That's really all that matters, because we don't really care about the poison damage. I can dex all I want, get the poisons on me all I want. I do want to try to not let her drop a special 1, because that's just an annoying miss that I can't actually counter and stuff, but we can go ahead and just push her special 2 right here, just anti-bait as best we can. And of course, if she does drop a special 1, we can dex it, no problem. It doesn't really matter. We're not worried about the burst damage that can happen on the block, because I can just dex it. So I'm just going to go ahead and heavy right here, and then we'll go ahead and place that disintegration into a special 1, do a massive chunk of her health right there, and then we can go ahead and just combo relic combo into my kill shot special 1, and that'll of course finish off Nico, no issues. So she's gonna go down there in close to 50 seconds, I believe. We can see right here it is 49 seconds, so yeah, basically on it. Next, I do actually have a real BG's fight, and I just shoved this one in the science section because I took this one last season when I was pushing for, I think it was like Mysterium or something, and this meta, I think it was Rich Get Richer or something, I don't even remember. So this Spider-Woman's very threatening, but we can go ahead and utilize Bastion's really cool pursuits that he gets and just not care about her evade. Of course, the fumble exists, we need to time our special attacks well enough with that, but at the end of the day, this fight is pretty chill. And this is not the Rich Get Richer one. What meta is this? Or maybe this was the off-season, like a fight I took in the off-season. Okay, I think this actually is like the current BG's off-season meta or whatever. So here, I'm going to go ahead and hit her a decent bits, and then go ahead and bait the special 2, take it on the block, it's fine, and then I remove the fumble that way, and again, we have all the pursuit and stuff. So I can just go for my special 1 here, and then all I need to do afterwards is drop another heavy, get another pursuit going, and then I don't need to worry about her evade once more, cancel that right into the relic, go for my next special 1, and even with inequity and everything in play, it's fine. Spider-Woman is still gonna not die, actually, because she's still at 9% health, but then we can just go for 1 more, and then that's gonna finish it off. Bastion can actually heavy counter Spider-Woman, which barely any champs in the game can do, because she does not push herself very forward with that heavy attack at all. But Bastion has a ridiculous heavy reach, so still 60-second fight, very nice. Alright, we're gonna go fight Sandman next. And Sandman, another champion, gets a lot of resistances. Who doesn't care about resistances? Champions who like direct damage. Who has a lot of direct damage? Bastion does. So we're just going to go ahead and hit Sandman a decent bit. Try not to block, because that's going to give him the resistances and stuff. And then just kill him before he goes ahead and gets his unstable form, because that's when the fight can go bad. So we're just going to try to not block, and we can use that big heavy reach that Bastion has again to go ahead and counter his special 1. I did get hit there because he did hit me when I went for a stand-up, but it's fine. Stand-ups with Bastion are actually kind of risky to go for. I wouldn't suggest you do them all the time, but they do work sometimes. And then here I go for my special 2, get the Furies up, which is perfect. I'm ready to go ahead and start trying to kill him. I'm going to go ahead and bait a heavy right here. Luckily he goes for it before hitting my block, which is nice of him. And then I just need to go ahead and drop 1 more special 1, and that's going to do the trick. So he goes for 1 more heavy there, and then we'll go ahead and drop this special 1, which is going to finish him off. All that resistance up that Sandman gets does not matter in the slightest, because we are doing all that direct damage, and then he just goes down. So, last fight is going to be against Necropolis Sauron, and this is going to show off 1 more final utility piece that Bastion has that I haven't even talked about yet. And this is a long fight. This is 8 million health, and Bastion is not a very good long fight champion, but in some niche circumstances, and this is one of those niche circumstances, he can do a very, very good job, because in his sig ability, whenever the opponent gains a regen or a prowess, you pause all of Bastion's personal abilities for 1.2 seconds at max sig. And personal abilities that can include the pursuits, the disintegration, the frickin' infection, your regens, which you don't get in this fight, all that stuff, and the furies, of course. And you're going to go for a special 3 at first in this fight, because that's going to place another disintegration on the opponent. It is a debuff, and it lasts 60 seconds, and it's usually not worth going for unless you can pause it. And against the Sauron here, we can pause it all we want, because we go ahead and just trigger prowess and regen all the time when we're trying to hit him, and thus we can use it for this long fight rotation very well. As you can see, nothing's expiring, because Sauron is constantly trying to get a regen or a prowess, and we just use that to our advantage and just do a really nice job. So here, I'm going to go ahead and drop the special 2. We get the Furies, their paused and stuff, and we're going to go for a special 1. The special 1 does more damage based off of the disintegrations on the opponent, and in this case we have 2, when most of the time we'd only ever have 1. So we can actually get 60k bursts on the special 1 instead of the 40k that we were doing when we only had 1 disintegration, which of course is a pretty big difference. So I'm going to go ahead and drop another special 1 here, and we're just going to do this until my stuff starts to expire, and hope that we can get a lot of special 1s out of it. And yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. So if you do the math, 60k, and then you get the burst on 7 hits, so that's 420,000 damage just on the special 1 red numbers, and that's a special 1. And special 1, of course, you get very easily, and even easier with Bastion, because you have that power reroute passive on them, which is going to take the combat power rate reduction that you do to the opponent and make it combat power rate increase on yourself. And that, of course, is great here. So Bastion also, we can use his pursuit against this Sauron, because it has a node where he has a 50% chance to evade all medium attacks. And Bastion doesn't care about that, because he's just going to get his pursuit. He's going to keep it up for most of the fight, because his Sig ability is just going to let him do that. So I can just go for my special 1 here after my heavy attack, get the pursuit back. I was a little lucky that he didn't evade that medium when I didn't have the pursuit, but kind of forgot that it fell off. So anyway, we're going to do that, and I'm going to go for another special 3 eventually, because my disintegration is slowly falling off. I think this is the last special 1 I do before going for a second special 3. And yeah, we just keep doing all that insane burst damage. Again, it's about 420,000 damage in red every single special 1, and that's, of course, not including the hit damage, not including basic attack damage leading up to that, which are still benefiting from 2 massive Furies and stuff. So yeah, you hit very hard, especially when you can pause all your stuff from the Sig ability. It's just kind of cracked, and again, there's not like that many prowess and regen gaining mutants that come out recently. Shatterstar Pixie, they don't do that or anything. A lot of the mutants that came the year before that don't really do that, but if you're in a scenario where they do, like this Sauron here, it's a very, very good and cheesy time. So we can go ahead and just drop another special 1 here, and then he goes from like 25% down to 19% in a special 1. We eat the special attack as well. It doesn't matter. We reduce the opponent's attack rating in the infection mode actually by a decent bit, which is nice. And then that purple armor up passive that we get is an armor up actually, even though it doesn't look like it because it's purple. But it does give you 1600 armor rating, which is of course going to add to your tankiness as well. And as you saw, we barely took any damage from that Sauron special 2 when we ate it to the face. So anyway, that's the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching this one. Do consider hitting a like, sub, and a hype on the video if you did enjoy watching it and would like to support the channel. And I will see you in the next one.